There's been a lot of emphasis here from Astralis over there towards the B site, and Liaz being the first victim. The fight ensuing in middle, and Azur continuing what form he's as shown here in the tournament thus far. And very much worthy of noting that the Renegades have made quite the name for themselves here in Katowice, but it does look like the A hit is on now for the Renegades. And leading that charge is going to be Gratisfaction and Jacob. Getting this bomb would be a success all on its own. Planning it is another story. But that peak there is going to not prove to hold any results. JKS finding one, Azur with another. And this one has, in fact, gone in the way of Renegades. Device on 1 HP. Not a whole lot he can do in this situation except for get the hell out of Dodge. Just as to what they're bringing to the table here against the Renegades.
And Astralis with their famous top mid-smoke aggression right here. 3 Astralis members fighting for mid.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's all gone wrong there in the beginning stages of this round. They're just picking them apart piece by piece. JKS getting 1, finding 2, finding a 3rd. Big kills there. Not going to be enough, but it does hold them in the round just a little bit longer. Gratisfaction with the up. Proved to put himself in this weird angle that maybe Gratisfaction can't smell out, but he does. In fact, the first contact is there. A little bit of damage on both sides. A little bit more damage to Gratisfaction. And in fact, Device has laid down the Scunion. Down. Did take them just a little bit of time. Liaz being the only casualty in the round thus far. And now with the bomb planted, Astralis on the retake, 5 alive.
And the player to watch here is Azur, who's rotating back around to mid, but I don't know if he's going to have time for this.
And that's a long trek to take. The bomb being planted there. Azur going to be the saving grace in this round. Gratisfaction falls. JKS can't get anything done. And now Azur realizes it's all in vain. Not anything that he can do in this moment. And 5 players for Astralis remain alive.
And they want to play 2 people in this B site. It's the perfect read, the perfect nade.
Out.
And this is going to be very difficult for Renegades.
Yep, Zipex here, gonna go ahead and try to reinforce what is Astralis finding 1. Can he find a 2nd? He does indeed. Looks for a 3rd, but they're a little timid to come out of smoke. And he grabs a 3rd, a 4th. Can he grab the ace? Just finish him off. Do it. You know you want to, Zipex. Can't find the spam through the smoke. It's gonna be Gratisfaction. Dupree stealing it. And should Device peek middle now, prove to be a disaster, and he does just that. However, he's only able to net 1 for Azur. Somehow goes down in a flame of fury there together. Zipex trying to clean up on Catwalk, finds 2, and what has been the anchor over here at the B site is going to continue to do just that. Probably a pretty good time to start. Mid-control yet again here from Astralis. They're going to try to fight through this Molotov play, finding 1, can't get a 3rd. Gratisfaction is going to end that streak before it even begins. Well, right?
Yes.
I mean, you've tried to go B time and time again, and Zipex is just there to destroy you. And Device will be losing this op battle. Now we have a little bit of a round on our hands. Just about 45 seconds left on the clock. Magisk set up there and sandwich, but yes, you're right. JKS needs to find that frag. In fact, Gratisfaction will be the one that does find it. First and foremost in the round, now turning in the way of the Renegades. The bomb will be planted. It's going to be JKS, Gratisfaction, and Liaz to defend this plant. Zipex trying to get sneaky, does find the kill on the Liaz, but he will be cut down by the AWP of Gratisfaction. Now Dupree.
Trying to get Astralis looking at mid, but there's still 2 people in the A site. And a quick rotate from jungle here.
Yeah, they're going to flood out onto this A site. Gonna find some resistance, though, and even trades now. Jacob now. Big frags here for both JKS and Jacob. 3v3. Bomb is finding its way into the site. That smoke is going to keep Glaive at bay. The spam finding the bomb planter. And Azur will, in fact, fall with the bomb there in the site, leaving Jacob and Gratisfaction in a very, very awkward position. They've got to now get this bomb, get the plant. Somehow, Jacob grabs the bomb. Will actually be going for the plant now. Does indeed grab it.
He's managed to throw a molly to single. The molly bounces off of.
Potentially sort of default this round out. Azur putting utility there in mid, and that smoke has proven to be what has backed them off every round in middle. Astralis continuously throwing it, and well, they're about to get the peak there. Magisk finding 1.
He did spot the bomb, though, so you're going to see a heavy rotate coming out of Astralis right now. All 4 players running towards this A site.
That's right, they're all going to be rotating in now. This is not going to get any easier as the seconds pass by. Renegades here in a 3v4. Azur taking quite a bit of damage, 3 HP. They're getting picked apart here before they can even cross into the site. Jacob, not a thing to be done for you there. Big dog on the block that you don't want to necessarily mess with because it will bite you.
About to get popped in the side of the head by Glaive. Outstanding off angle by him.
Yes. And 3v4 is the situation at hand. JKS, Gratisfaction, and Liaz. Gratisfaction finding 1 there on the Zipex. Magisk and Glaive mopping up, doing a little bit of cleaning up around the house, as it does look like Gratisfaction is the only player remaining alive. Well, finding this one kill in Dupree does go a long way. However, that timer has ticked down, and so has his health points.
His utility damage, 394.
Ouch. Now, you want to talk about touchdown passes. The John Elway of the server is here, but not in this round. So far, Dupree has been eliminated in the pistol round. That's very B-sided here for the Astralis T side. Trying to get their way out of halls, but they're finding pretty stiff resistance here. Gratisfaction with 2 huge kills, 3, and JKS with the cleanup. And that's going to be a pistol round in the way of Renegades in a very, very much needed fashion. It's like you're a wizard. Gratisfaction will be on the receiving end of the wand. Dupree finding the AK frag, finds a second as well before JKS can silent him, and now that plan for A ramp has gone into shambles. 2 members here that are going to try to take it. They're doing it with ease. Zipex finding that frag. Don't worry though, there's still an AUG in play, but not for long. JKS falls at the hands of Magisk, and it leaves Liaz with the ump in jungle as he tries to escape, and rightfully so. He's been pretty much stat padding all of that first half, 21-9. Wow. Now, Glaive will get on the board with Bud. Not this round, Bud, because the B hit is on, and Astralis do look a little bit angry. Magisk finding the opener. Azur looking to get 2, can't seem to do that. Zipex will find it with the AUG, and now it's JKS and Jacob.
Again, Renegades has the right read on the bomb site.
They have found device and connector, though, and for what it's worth, they are able to take out Dupree and sort of all the action. Molotov not landing in enough there into the corner, so it would appear as though...
You hate to see that.
Yeah, that second one, you can't really account for that, can you? Jacob and Azur left alive here, and Jacob with the big flank. This could prove to be a pretty big backstab. Smart play here by Azur. He's going to wait for the plant, shoots the planter. The bomb is now down. This is all very much possible. Jacob to the rescue, but it will be up to him to see how he plays this round out. He's going to be planting in a very dangerous spot. They're going to see him early on. Azur coming in with the op blazing, puts a 6th round on the board for Renegades.
Middle of the open. It's going to be on Gratisfaction, and JKS to hold this down.
First shot coming out there from Gratisfaction, finds a second as well. He's going to prove to be that turret here with the AWP. He's got his work ahead of him, though. They have stopped. Astralis has sort of stalled out in this moment and trying to wait and see if perhaps Renegades give up a pick. And that does not prove to be the case. Jacob coming alive with the AUG, and Device finally eliminating him from the round, but it'll be Gratisfaction that does indeed put the nail in the coffin.
In the sights of that one-way connector.
But Gratisfaction opening the round up in favor of the Renegades. Now putting that AWP to use again, and Azur going to get involved as well in the fun. So this one has spun around in a 3 versus 5. Device, Glaive, and Zipex left alive here. They're going to have to reformulate, re-strategize, as they have used quite a bit of utility. They have that one smoke in the spot there on the catwalk. Device will be the victim in that equation. Now just 2 members alive. This is a big round for Renegades, having put all 5 down and keeping all 5 alive.
Sure enough, yeah, I think Device threw the second smoke from T-spawn, and now he's running all the way back around to A, and Renegades is biting. There's 4 players at this B site.
Yeah, they forced JKS out of position there, called for the rotation, and it has proven to be fatal. They're going to be walking out onto this A site, and perhaps Jacob can peek the planter right now. Would have been perfect timing, just a little too late. However, the bomb does go down. Now Jacob, Gratisfaction, Liaz trying to keep Astralis from grabbing tie point. 15th round on the board. Trying to get some kills from a distance at first. Looks like they do want to kind of close on this. They do have the money to play with. Jacob making things possible. 3v3 right now. The retake is on. Jacob pushing all the way out on the site. He's going to get swung by Glaive. Glaive can't do anything. There's nothing that can be done here. Magisk now all on his lonesome. 46 HP, AK in his hand. But that bomb is ticking ever so fast. Finds one Liaz with the frag, and he's going to get on it. And that, my friends, is going to be a defuse. And an 11th round on the board for the Renegades. Cutting it close. Satisfaction by peeking and being punished. But that Molotov's going to force him off. Cat Jacob with the AUG now. Having stopped Glaive, and a little bit of a read is on. Azur jumping out of the window. This is going to be a big, big problem there if he can push up a connector. Finding the second frag. And Magisk, the only one to find there in the A site. So Azur having done loads in this round, leaving Zipex by himself. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is certainly not how you could have forecasted it. Nothing that Zipex can do in this situation. Only here now, Dupree worked his way up catwalk, finding the kill on Azur in the back, and the immediate response from Liaz there is crucial. Very big kill for Liaz to stay alive. And that op battle was quite awkward. Unfortunately, it would appear as though Device has gotten the better of Gratisfaction. Now Liaz really out in the open, and this has started to crumble in the way of Astralis. You do hate to see it.
Oh.
Jacob ringing the alarms there in the back lines, and I think he has a hint that Glaive is going to be waiting in the TV room.
He has the bomb, though, so he has to run.
This has all really gotten weird in what is now the 15-15 showing of Renegades versus Astralis. Ladies and gentlemen, you wouldn't believe it if I made it up, but I didn't, and it's going to overtime. They don't want to put all their eggs in the basket thus far. Magisk falls. Another player falls in Glaive. Now the Renegades on the cusp, looking to close this one out. It's going to be Dupree with the reply. The bomb will be planted there. The Renegades can taste the round. The Renegades know how close they are, and it's now all come down to Zipex. AUG in hand, Kit in hand, with the smoke on the catwalk area. My goodness, nothing can be done, and the Renegades have upset Astralis in map 1 of this series. And what has already gone away that no one could have forecast. It's going to be a quick upper hit here from the Astralis side. They've really run out here into the middle of the site with just about no defense.
Through the smoke.
Yes.
There might be a tiny gap in that smoke, but I don't think so.
Oh,
Jacob drops into the
swing.
site.
Big kills there from Jacob coming online and getting the plant down, though, as Astralis. Now up to Zipex and Glaive to try to turn this one back around. The number's certainly not favoring them. And, well, as Glaive tries to fight for a lifeline here, that defuse is coming in a first round on the board of Nuke for the Renegades.
Oh, he's not. He does know.
He might know. It looks like they have a sense of it. And that AUG will not reign supreme against the AK. Not going to hear that many times this tournament, but the cleanup is, in fact, going down on the other side of the map. Azure and JKS getting the SMG kills themselves, but really and truly, they are left in a rough spot. While they do wind of him in this vent, that's going to prove to be disastrous. He does somehow get out. This grenade is going to be huge. Does get the grenade frag on the Magisk. Now 1 versus 1. Glaive taking on JKS. Low HP there for the Australian. And the Savage himself trying to come online here and keep the hope alive for the Renegades in the second round. Bomb has not been planted and is starting to tick down now at the 22nd marker. JKS with the peek, can't seem to get the kill.
They pretty much know for a fact exactly where Liaz is, and sure enough.
And walking right into the crosshairs will be Dupree. Another kill on the board here. 5 live in this round for the Renegades. A big monetary gain going forward. They're also battling a Zipex, though, so there's very much a chance here, but that's not going to be happening this round, at least. I'm just going to be kind of hanging around there. I mean, perhaps they're banking on the fact that Device can find a kill, but no, it's going to be Dupree who takes down that connector player onto Liaz.
And since they haven't found Gratisfaction towards Heaven, Device knows for a fact he's in secret right now.
Got to know something, and JKS coming out on top there over Zipex. It's going to go a long way, and we do have just a little bit of a stutter step. Wrong in so many different fashions.
And that's going to demand a rotate, actually.
Yeah, that rotation is going to have to come in now because the hit is on, and upper sight is not going to be Astralis's. The initial hit is not going their way. 30 seconds left on the clock-ish. It's not spelling too much of success in the way of Astralis in this round. 1v5. He does find 1 kill in the JKS, and the timing there to pull out the Molotov did not work out in his favor. And yes, that is right, the boys, 7-6. And that wall of smokes does complete itself there on the back of Glaive's underhanded toss. The numbers, Gratisfaction's not gonna know, but he's gonna get the shot on the Glaive. Big kill, big scalp to take there. And that is going to make it very, very difficult for Astralis to hold it together. And you can see that player pushing out a connector. He smells the fact that they want to get up into the rafters, and they're not gonna be able to do it. Magisk finding 2 big kills, however. Still leaving a fighting chance here in the round for Astralis.
And you can see they know they frag JKS, who's the ramp player. They immediately take this lower bomb site, get advanced positioning. Magisk's gonna get this bomb down. There's no one to stop him.
That's right, Sean, and the HP low on both sides here. You've got Device and Magisk versus Gratisfaction and Jacob for the last round of this half. Gratisfaction finding his way through the vents now with the AWP in hand.
He did hear Magisk, though. He knows one's on the right side there.
Yeah, they're making a ton of noise back here in these back halls. Looks like they're going to try to take the fight from the same way. And Device could find himself in a very advantageous position. In fact, he does. Eliminating Gratisfaction from the round. Jacob has got a response, but the time has dwindled. Now he spotted this player on ramp. He's going to stick this defuse. There's no way that this is about to happen the way it is. You love to see it, Renegades fans. He stuck the defuse. Already tried to contest ramp early on in the headshots. Device cannot lay his head too low on that note.
He's going to have a much better time after that pistol.
This is big. This is already huge for the Renegades, but they need to salvage this round in any way possible. Device drops that op. Now the players from the Renegades are going to be set up here in this back hall. Going to make this defense a little bit more tough. He's going to find himself trying to fight in from the ramp room. And now that they know where both players are, this turns into a crucial time for JKS to show up, and he can't do it.
Ramp room, I believe, against Zipex.
The problem is that they have to clear Zipex out of this ramp room, and the flash is going to come through, get him really blind, and it's a really awkward moment here as no one has seen him yet. Somehow, some way, he is able to take down Azur. Magisk grabs one as well, and Lias finally eliminating him from the round. At that point, it could not have gone any more wrong for the Renegades, Sean. So if you're just tuning in, you've picked the opportune time to see a clash. A team that has, in fact, become Titans. And I don't mean that in French sense. Lias finding success here. It was the only kill from the side of Renegades in this round. Magisk being the lesser. Now, fighting for a lifeline in this upper site will be Azur. You have to do something miraculous, and that is just not on the cards. Astralis bouncing back 16-9 here onto Nuke.
Difficult.
And it should be very difficult. It is Astralis after all. Renegades here on the T side, just looking to get into this A bomb site. Trying to get a little bit of wrap control, but now finding that smoke to be quite...
Deal with 5 players all by himself.
A great read here for Zipex in his first point of contact. He does not net any frags, does a considerable amount of damage, and actually that grenade does rain through Supreme there onto Azur. So now these 4 players of the Renegades are going to have to collect that bomb from construction, get it planted, and, well, Device going for the peak there alongside of Dupree, and Device the first victim, Dupree trying his best to be the second, taking a ton of damage, and the bomb's still not planted until now. 20 seconds left on the clock, completely fine. You're going to see Astralis now back away from this situation entirely. They're going to go ahead and try to get out of there with the armor that they have.
But if Renegades wraps on A, they're in quite a good position.
Ouch. Azur finding Device with the ump. And now things have come down into the hands of Magisk, Zipnix, and Glaive, and they're going to try to take these fights even though they're outgunned. This could be deadly. They thought about maybe going through that arch, but instead they're going to go ahead and commit to the full wrap, and the peek there from Zipex could have been huge. Comes up a little short here in CT spawn. Gonna find him, but not the kill. Unfortunately for Azur, Glaive is the better, and with 3 HP, Gratisfaction cannot hold on to this bomb. Okay, significantly less equipment and weapons to work with here. And, well, Device is going to go ahead and eat Gratisfaction's lunch for what it's worth. He didn't last long in this round. And as to be expected, Magisk with a little bit of a push down here on Banana. They're going to flash him through, and he's going to go all the way in. Start mopping him up one by one. Takes down Lias. Jacob goes for Azur, gets him as well. Dupree about to get nasty with it, and by that I mean he's going to be eradicated. The spam from Glaive, though, will prove to be disastrous as they walk right into a grenade from Magisk. This is all falling apart at the seams, and Azur can't seem to put it all back together. He's tried to do something.
Come back towards the arch and then end up hitting the B site, but it's just not working.
It's not working at all, and I'm pretty sure Astralis knows it. They've got their spidey senses tingling, and with the timer ticking down, there's only one place that it could be, right here on the B site. The frags are being exchanged, but the time is also dwindling. They would have to have gotten the bomb plant now, and unless they start eradicating these enemies, nothing will be happening there, and they just drug the clock out too long, Sean.
Device getting so aggressive, and he's gonna get this. The bomb's down top mid. All of the info is in Astralis' hands.
Just trying to hold it together, and they can't seem to do that. And maybe, just maybe, we see the flash from Glaive. No, he's gonna smoke.
There's the back site smoke right there, and a flash is coming out, and a smoke on Balk, so that way they can actually get out.
Now, mind you, they have that Molotov, so they're going to be able to clear out the pit here, and that's big. Lias looking to hold it together, can't do that. Magisk and Zipnix come up on top. And it's now down to the 3 members of the Renegades, and Azur, Jacob, and JKS to retake this bomb site, but it doesn't appear as though they're going to go for it at all. Not to mention the fact that the 5 AKs here on Astralis, they pretty much dictate how they want to approach this. They can pretty much do whatever it is that they would like to do. And at least Lias has something to say about that. but Dupree has even bigger words to exchange, finding the 2 kills there on Liaz and Gratis faction. Now, as they're kind of postured over here towards the B side, they don't have the bomb, but they do have all the frags necessary. Jacob and JKS, the only thing standing between Astralis and a map victory. Jacob with the shotgun frag. Does bring him down to 22 HP. And the bomb is going to be working its way up to A now. They're going to have to leave a play over here at B. They don't really have a choice.
But Dupree is in the pits. The bomb is coming up mid. They knew that both players would be at B once the Mag 7 comes through the smoke. I do not see a way that Renegades can retake this bomb site, but they have to try, Trace.
So you're telling me that there's a chance, but ultimately the House of Cards has fallen. And it's all going to fall down to this. JKS and Jacob have to go for the retake here. There is no letting off the gas. This is, in fact, match point. And Jacob's not going to last long in the fight himself. Going to the frag, JKS finding